Waiting for everyone to get in here today. Everyone's been a little slow, but we're still a little early yet, so hopefully somebody will show. Oh, there's Sarah. Morning, Tricia.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kaden, Sierra, Gia. Morning, Tanner.
Hi.
Okay, we got most of the people in there. Tanner, if you could mute, and I will go ahead and open up those warm-ups. We have two. They're going to be a minute each. So pull up your document. The warm-ups go from March 22nd to April 1st. So try to put in the where it talks about a title for the Google Doc, put in there that you want it to be March 22nd through April 1st. So I'm going to go ahead and open up those warm-ups. They're in Q4, second week, and I will start with those. Okay, here we go. Okay, so remember they don't have to be correct answers as long as you give me your best guess, put them in a complete sentence, and have a capital and a period. Your question is the P/F for parenting. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Just so you know, BTIO is baby think it over. That's what that acronym is. All right, 1 minute on that, and then we'll go to the next question. Here's the next one. Okay, time is up. Okay. So, we need to talk a little bit about this baby think it over stuff. Okay. I'm going to kind of give you the skinny version of each project, and then you'll have to kind of take some time to think about what it is you want to do. Okay. So we have the Baby Think It Over project, which is a mechanical baby that you would take home for a weekend, and you would monitor that baby, and you would do a journal on exactly when it cries, or if it needs to have a diaper change, or if it needs to be fed. You're like keeping a journal on all that. And I do need some signatures if you want to take it home, but it is part of the project. And then the other option, if you don't want to do that, is what I call the alternative. And I'm going to kind of use my screen to kind of show you a couple different things. I'm not going to go into super depth today on each one, just because of the time constraint, but I'll get through as much as I can. Okay, so let me just show you my screen for a minute. And then Mrs. Gray, if you could just kind of monitor the chat, if somebody puts a question in there or something, just let me know what it is and we can answer that.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So the first thing I guess I'll start with is the schedule and the rubric. So the rubric is kind of how you guys will be scored. So like, for example, quality care, was the baby's going to tell me how it was treated. So obviously spotless reputation, miscare times, and I'll show you a video on how you take care of the baby, and it will show me if it wasn't cared for, if the head wasn't supported, if it was handled roughly, if it was shaken, if the baby's condition is not returned in good condition. You can see the points there. You're going to have to wear a wristband that will identify you as the parent. So did it come back in good condition? It's going to go in a car seat. So again, with the condition, you'll have a diaper bag, responsibility, the journal, the schedule, and then there's a little test that I need you to take and pass in order to be able to take the Real Care babies home. Okay. And then I have a schedule. So there's already people that in person have done all the paperwork and have gotten everything back in, and they have been scheduled. Okay. So if you look at the schedule, these are the available dates that you can take the baby. Okay. And what you would have to do, and I'll talk about that as we go through, is I need all the paperwork signed. And then I can, you'll give me a couple dates and I'll let you know whether that fits in or not. How I'll do the paperwork is what I want you to do is you will kind of get a piece of paper. You'll write the title of the document and then have a parent sign and take a picture of that and then upload it to me. You can just send it to my email so I know. But then when you guys come to pick up the baby, I'll actually have you do the actual signature, so I have the actual hard copy. Now, if you have a printer, then you could just print out the documents, but I don't know that many people have printers, so I don't want to rely on that and not be able to, have it happen. So that's kind of the plan. So that's kind of the dates and the baby rubric. The alternative project, just to give you the skinny version on this, basically it's kind of a research project where you're going to do research with 4 articles that deal with teen parenting, and you're going to read and summarize those articles and have a citation page, and you are going to compose 15 survey questions from your research that you could use to interview 2 teen parents and just 2 parents in general. You can't use your own parents, though. You got to use somebody that's not your parents. The survey questions cannot be answered with a simple yes or no. You'll do a little data collection. You'll think about what you learned using a Venn diagram, and then you'll write about what you learned. So that's like your project. So let me just kind of go through here. This kind of explains it again. But here's your Venn diagram. So teen parent versus parent, what they have in common. And then I got to get the rubric for that into the Google Classroom. I see that something just happened here. There's a hand up or something. Or oh, maybe there's a question. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do an assimilation here today. So I brought one of the babies home with me. I'm going to show you everything about the baby, but the ID is it's a wristband that you wear that the baby identifies with as you being the parent. So like if you lost the band, you couldn't attend to the baby. And I will give you another band for like if a parent, you needed to go to practice or something, a parent would be able to administer care as a second caregiver, but you're the primary parent, okay? So that's what the wristband's about. So this is what I want to do. I want to do the documentation that I need, but I'm going to show you the video first because that'll also kind of get you to decide if this is something you want to partake in or not, or do the alternative project. So let me quickly pull that up and I'll give you an opportunity to view that. All right, hold on. It didn't give me what I needed and wanted. Doo-doo. Okay, so I just have to remember how I want to do this. Okay, let me present my screen in the right way because you're not going to be able to see it the way I have it. Okay, so we're going to watch the Real Care Baby video on how to care for the baby. So here we go.
Well, I feel that the Real Care Baby system is good because it prepares you for the experience as a parent. It gives you a better feel of what to expect, what you're going to go through, waking up in the middle of the night, having to take care of the child. So it gives you a better feel on what's going on. It lets you know that you're not ready.
There are many lessons you can learn from Real Care Baby, a lifelike experience of caring for a newborn. Real Care Baby is programmed to be very realistic, from cooing and crying to needing to be fed, changed, and handled with loving care. Real Care Baby comes with all the accessories you will need to experience caring for a real infant. Let's look first at Baby. This lifelike baby is not a toy or a doll and should not be treated as one. Its size, weight, and many behaviors are very much like a real infant. Notice that baby's head needs to be held up, just like a real infant's. The difference is, that baby's computer keeps track of all the times you don't provide proper support for the head, as well as a lot of other information. Nearly everything you do to meet baby's needs will be recorded in its computer during the simulation experience. At the end, your facilitator can see a full report on how well you met baby's needs. Baby cries when it needs attention, and it has several different cries. The cries start out softly and then get louder if baby is not cared for. All the sounds baby makes, cooing, fussing, crying, coughing, burping, and breathing, are recorded sounds of real infants. Baby comes with 2 diapers, one with a yellow patch and one with a green patch. Sometimes, when baby cries, it means it needs a diaper change. You will also receive a bottle or a breastfeeding device that you can touch to baby's lips when it cries to be fed. Finally, you will have a tamper-proof wristband that holds an ID programmed specifically for your baby. When baby needs attention, you must pick baby up so it can recognize your ID. You will hear a chime. To confirm that baby's computer has recognized you as the parent, only your ID will work with your baby. So only you can provide the care your baby needs. Your baby will not accept anyone else's ID. You will also receive a participant care card that explains all the steps you need to follow to care for baby. Baby's needs are very much like those of a real infant. The schedules programmed into baby are based on diaries that real parents kept about their infants. Each baby has slightly different care schedules, so don't expect your baby to need the same amount of care at the same time as other babies. There are several important safety precautions you should be aware of. They are listed on the back of your participant care card. And on the safety precaution sheet that you and your parent must sign, be sure to study them carefully. Let's consider some of the care baby needs. Baby's computer will record every second of crying time. Your goal is to respond responsibly to baby's needs. Real Care Baby cries for many reasons. Whenever baby is crying, the first step always is to pick baby up. Place your ID near one of the areas where it can be most easily recognized and listen for the chime. This means baby either needs to be cared for by feeding, rocking, burping, changing its diaper, or has been handled roughly. It's up to you to determine why baby is crying. If you have tried to feed, burp, diaper, and rock baby and it is still crying, either rough handling or head support failure has occurred, or baby is just being fussy. In either case, you must rock baby until the crying stops. You will be able to identify between rough handling and fussing by the loudness of the cries. Rough handling and head support failure cries are much louder than fussy cries. This loud cry is what you would hear if baby is neglected, roughly handled, or if the head is not supported. Baby will cry for about 1 minute if it has been roughly handled or head support failure has occurred. If baby is fussy, it will cry for 3 minutes. You must rock baby until the crying stops. And remember, unlike a real infant, Real Care Baby will report that it was handled roughly, even if it was an accident and not your fault. Earlier, we mentioned that baby needs to be fed, burped, rocked, or changed. Most often, you won't know what type of care baby wants. So after you hear the chime, try each one until you find the one that stops the crying. When baby cries and wants to have its diaper changed, pick baby up, listen for the chime, and then remove the diaper. Replace the diaper with the second diaper you have. When the second diaper is attached, baby coos to signal you have provided proper care. It must have a diaper on at all times. When baby cries and wants to be fed, pick baby up, listen for the chime, and hold the bottle or breastfeeding device to baby's lips. It will stop crying and begin making a feeding sound. If the bottle or breastfeeding device is removed from baby's mouth while it is eating, it will resume crying until it is replaced. Baby must be held while it's fed. If you prop the bottle up, baby cries after a while. When baby's heading up to eat, it coos, signaling the end of feeding. Be sure to support the baby's head during the feeding. Many times after feeding, baby will cry again to be burped. When it cries again, pick baby up and listen for the chime. After the chime, hold baby against your shoulder and pat its back gently between the shoulders. Crying stops, and you'll hear soft whimpering noises. Baby is trying to burp. Baby will burp if you've done a good job. If you pat baby too hard, it may cry because of rough handling. When baby cries because it needs to be rocked, listen for the chime and begin rocking. Baby will stop crying and start to make soft whimpering noises. You will hear a coo at the end, signaling it has received proper care. If you didn't support baby's head properly or handled it roughly during the care, baby will stop feeding or burping, and you will hear the loud cry. Baby needs to be rocked. When the crying ends, the feeding, burping, rocking, or diaper change also ends. If you don't provide proper care within 2 minutes, baby cries harder and a missed care event is recorded in its computer. Baby prefers to lie on its back. Other positions will make it cry after a short time. It then needs to be repositioned, but no ID is required. Baby will also make typical infant sounds when it is awake, such as cooing and coughing. These sounds require no care. Baby will record the internal temperature and report which clothing articles are on baby at any time during the simulation. Remember to keep baby clothed appropriately for conditions. Baby will also report time in the car seat. Make sure to pick up baby and interact with baby frequently, as a parent really must. Keep in mind that baby's care schedule continues around the clock, which requires you to provide care during the night. Baby will wake you up. Any delays at any time, even when you've been sleeping, are recorded and are part of the final data. Real infants need care around the clock, and so does Real Care Baby. If you make the decision one day to become a parent, we hope that the Real Care program will have given you a head start in understanding how to care for an infant.
Okay, so that is kind of it in a nutshell.
Especially if you have your own kids someday, you will love it.
Dad, stop pressuring me.
What pressure?
Yeah, I'd rather do the short one. Thank you very much. I wasn't talking to you, Darren.
Tanner, your mic's on, bud.
Mrs. Gray, can you see me?
No.
Okay. Why can't you see me? Okay, let's see. I'm turning off my background. There's a real baby there.
Yeah, there's a real baby, and she's not happy.
Oh my gosh, funny. Oh, I know why. I'm not on camera. There we go. Can you see me now?
Yep.
Okay. So, I have with me here a Real Care Baby. Okay, and this is a she. And I'm just going to show you some things first, and then I'll have her go through some of her noises so that you can see them. And if you decide to do the Real Care Baby and you come to pick it up, it's another thing we got to talk about. I won't just throw you to the wolves. I'll have the baby go through different things so that you're comfortable and confident that you will be successful. Okay, I'm not just gonna hand it off to you. But the kids in class, they get to practice changing the diaper and doing all of those things, so they have a little bit of an advantage. I have 2 boys and 1 girl, so unfortunately you won't get to necessarily pick the sex that you get. It's just going to be what's available, basically. Okay, so let me just show you. So here's the diaper. This one has a yellow insert, if you can see that. The one that she's wearing right now is green, and it indicates that the diaper is being changed. So,
What's the difference between green and yellow?
I'm explaining that. Okay, so basically the green one is on. So when the baby cries for whatever reason, you need to switch the diaper. And the way that the baby knows that the diaper is being switched is by the different color. Okay, there's a different chip in the diaper that needs to get changed, and that's how the computer indicates whether the diaper got changed or not. Okay. Then there's a baby bottle that if you put up to the baby's lips, the baby will drink the bottle and you'll get to hear those sounds. Here is your wristband that you'll wear so the baby knows that you're the one caring for it. And then you'll also have another band just in case a parent is watching that baby. When you come to pick up baby, you'll be able to have a couple option of clothing. So you'll get to pick and choose what clothing you want for the baby. You'll get the car seat, a diaper bag. And so I'm gonna have baby go through some of the sounds and we'll see what that sounds like. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna do is feeding. So that's the fussy sound. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the bottle and put it towards her lips. Okay, I think I might have hit the wrong button. Hold on. Okay, so hopefully she'll feed here. Let's try changing the diaper. Boy, she's mad. Boy, I don't know. Can't get her to feed. She worked perfectly yesterday. I don't know. She's not working right. Let me try something else. Oh my goodness. Let's do a diaper change. See if that'll work. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know why that wouldn't work. Hopefully that doesn't do that for you guys. I have her on demo mode, so that could be the issue. Are you gonna respond to me properly? Oh, I know what. I got it. Okay, I figured out what happened. You gotta show the bracelet. I did that in class too. I forgot to show my bracelet. Okay, so you gotta show the bracelet first, and you put it up to her tummy, and then she stops crying. That was my bad again today, said because not on our game. Okay, let's try that feeding one again because now I know why I screwed up. Okay, here we go. All right, so baby's all happy, and she's gonna start to fuss here in a minute. There she goes. Okay, I'm gonna pick her up. I'm gonna show her my ID. Wait. Okay, I showed it. I'm gonna get the bottle, and I'm feeding her. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Mrs. Gray, can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it a little bit.
Okay. I don't
But
know.
you know, I have the real one that's making all kinds of noise, and I don't have a wristband to contend her.
Right. Okay, so the thing I forgot was the wristband. That's why she kept crying and crying. So you got to show the wristband first. You try the tummy or the bottom because that's where the sensors are. And then once
Miss
she's
Epple,
done.
we can't see you.
Oh,
Hi,
sorry.
Cole. I saw him in the TV.
Oopsie. So once she's done feeding, then she'll make like a little happy noise, like a little coo. And then you know that you're done feeding her. Okay. Did you hear that? That's when she's happy. All right, let me show you a burp. Okay, so this is going to be the baby burping. Okay, so I just am putting her down so that she can fuss a little bit. I'm gonna pick the baby up, supporting the head, using my wristband. Okay, so it just went off, and now I'm gonna burp the baby. So I just tap it gently and listen for the burp. Yeah, get you to be able to hear it. Oh, there it was. Okay, so that was the burp. It'll also breathe while it's sleeping. So I'll let you hear that too. Okay, so I'm gonna put the baby to sleep. I don't know if you'll hear that. But I can hear it breathing. Okay, so that's its sleep mode. That's I'll show you its happy noise so that you'll know that that just means it's happy. Okay, so that's the happy noise. Sometimes it'll do that just at random, but other times it'll do that once you have done what it is asking you to do, change the diaper, rock it, burp it, that kind of thing. Let me see if there's anything else I missed. Okay, so those are all the skills that you'll be responsible for when it comes to the Real Care Baby. So is there any questions about just what I just did? Okay, I know there's probably a lot of other questions, but is there anything about what I just did with the baby? Okay, so now I want to kind of go in and talk about what you need to do in order to sign up for the baby. Okay, because there's a couple things I need before you can give me dates. Typically, it's going to be from Friday, you'll come to the school and you'll pick up the baby, and then you'll drop off the baby Sunday night around like 6 or 7 o'clock. So you have the baby from that time, but you have to come to the school to get it and you drop it off, okay? In order to sign up on the sheet, I have to have the documentation that your parents agreed to it and all the signatures that basically say that you're responsible if anything happens to it, and I have to go over those. So that's what I'm going to do right now is go over that. It looks like I'm presenting, so I didn't realize that. Okay, so these are the documents. So the first one I want to go over is the one about your parents. So this right here is the letter to the participating families. And I'm going to read through it. So I just need you to listen and think of any questions you might have. So it says, "Dear parents, guardian, and family, your student will soon experience many of the responsibilities required of the caregiver of a new infant. As a temporary caregiver, your student will care for the Real Care Baby, a computerized infant simulator that must be supervised by your student at all times. The baby will cry and need to be fed, burped, rocked, and have its diaper changed. It is your student's responsibility to tend to baby's needs. Baby is part of the Reality Works Handle with Care Basic Infant Program. As a small computer inside baby is programmed to follow actual schedules of 15 different newborns. Each day, baby will be on a different schedule. Baby may need your student to care for it at inconvenient times, including when he or she is sleeping. Your student will be graded on learning how to keep baby happy, their understanding of the full-time commitment of childcare, their persistence, which means getting through the care simulation without quitting, the care and condition of baby and supplies, and return everything to school on time. Incidents of neglect, head support failure, shaking, rough handling, wrong position, no diaper, and other functions are recorded by the baby's computer and will lower your student's grade. Some of these behaviors will produce intense crying that your student should learn to avoid. This intense crying can be stopped by rocking the baby. Your student will wear a waterproof hospital-type wristband with a unique ID that must be present whenever your student is caring for baby. Without the ID, baby will not accept care. The wristband must be in good condition and still on your student's wrist when the baby is returned. You can help by providing emotional support and treating baby as if it were real. Offer advice, but your student should do the actual work of caring for the baby. The Real Care Baby Infant Simulator uses computerized technology and represents a substantial investment by the sponsoring school or organization. If the Real Care Baby Infant Simulator is abused, damaged, or lost while in my student's possession, I agree to reimburse Penfield Schools up to $929. Other charges may be assessed for damage or missing accessories such as the bottle, which is $16, the car seat, which is $170, the diaper bag, which is $40, and that's just for one diaper, $26 for the sensor, and then the outfits are all part of that. So Lack of sleep may cause your student to become drowsy, so please do not allow your student to drive if overtired. Instruct your student to pull over to care for the baby if it cries and while he or she is driving. So your student is scheduled to take the Real Care Infant Simulator home at this time. And for schedule concerns, contact me. So that's just the letter to your parents so they realize what you're getting involved in and the cost if something were to happen to it. And then this is the actual permission slip. So like Tanner, if you're opting out, then I need a check mark in this box that says, I understand the statement above and do not wish this participant to participate in the care simulation. So basically,
but I can't write on that.
Okay, I've already explained that, but I will explain it again. Okay, so up at the top, it just says a response from you is requested whether permission is given or denied. Please read the statement and sign below. So it just goes through and it talks again about, you know, the requirement of the participant to be the sole caretaker of the baby infant simulator, whose sounds and behaviors replicate that of an infant. Experience is intended to demonstrate the participant the full-time commitment required of the caregiver. The simulator requires care throughout the day and night. Baby may cry, you're responsible, and things like that as it goes on, and then talks about the amount of money. So to sign these, what you would have to do is get a piece of paper and write at the top, parent guardian permission form. And then I would need basically a signature of your name that says, I understand this statement above and agree to allow, in your name and then your parent's signature, or I understand the statement above and do not wish my child, whatever name, and your parent's signature. And just take a picture of it and upload it to my email.
I don't know how to take pictures or upload. Please make this easy for me.
Okay, so I'll talk to Miss Gray about how that's going to work for you. Okay, so, and then a little bit about the safety precautions, because those are really important. So we're going to read this list together. You, when signing the form, indicate that you have read and understand all safety precautions that should be observed. So the one about driving, I don't know all of you that drive, but I do know a couple of you that do. So the baby may cry while the participant is driving, so please be aware that the crying may start unexpectedly and the participant should be prepared. Do not feed, burp, rock, change, diaper, or otherwise care for baby while driving. The participant must bring his or her vehicle to a complete stop in a safe location before caring for baby or to receive a piece of baby's accessory that falls. Failure to install the car seat in the motor vehicle could result in baby or its accessories to become projectiles in the event of a sudden stop or accident. Pause here for 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so location, never leave baby unattended in a public place. It could be mistaken for a real infant. Do not place baby in or near water. Do not place baby on or near stove, especially while cooking. Baby should sleep somewhere close to the participant's sleeping quarters, but not in bed with the participant. Baby may fall out of bed or the participant could roll over on it, causing damage to baby and discomfort to the participant. Interaction with others. Loud crying near people with potentially serious physical conditions, such as those susceptible to heart attack or stroke, should be avoided. Do not allow small children to play with baby. Baby's hands and feet are small enough to be a choking hazard. Baby's cries or other sounds may cause pets to become agitated or aggressive, so keep the baby out of the reach of pets or other animals. Physical precautions. To avoid straining your arms, use an infant car seat or carrier to transport the baby rather than holding baby at all times. Holding techniques are listed on the participant's care card that accompany baby. Baby weighs approximately 6.5 to 7 pounds and could cause discomfort for participants with back pain. Do not operate any type of equipment or attempt tasks requiring the use of both hands while holding baby. And then the care simulation rules are that the participant must never remove his or her wristband. Not only will he or she deducted points, oh my God, but the ID may be lost, or the participant may stumble around in the dark looking for it. If baby cries during the night, the participant should note in his or her caregiver journal where he or she had a delaying cry for baby because his or her safety or the safety of others had been compromised. So again, you just put safety precautions and then have a parent, basically sign so that I know that one was signed. Here's the card, the student care card that you'll have with you when you take the baby, so you have some idea of what you need to do if you are unsure. This is a memorandum that I'll have you sign when you come pick up the baby. It's a pledge of these specific things that I'm going to go over right now. So basically, this is the pledge participant contract that you sign with me, that you will promise to accept full responsibility of the baby, that you promise to take care of the baby as if it was a real live infant. You promise to care for the baby and its accessories and have them with you at all times wherever you go. You promise to always use a car seat if available to properly transport the baby in the vehicle. You need to promise to never try to care for baby while driving or operating machinery. You have to promise to never leave baby alone or with someone else unless previously authorized by the instructor. You need to promise to never expose your baby to water or moisture, never place baby in direct sunlight or in an area of excessive heat, never abuse or neglect the baby, instead treating it gently and patiently, never tamper with baby's electronics, ID, or wristband. Keep a complete record of the information required in my infant toddler schedule and caregiver journal, and then keep baby for the entire assigned period of time. Turn in my completed schedule and journal and other assignments required at the end of my assigned time, and return baby only to the instructor or person designated by that instructor. And again, get a piece of paper, write participant contract, and then have parents sign, okay? And then you just take a picture of it and upload it to Google Classroom. So I need a participant contract. I will need the permission form. And I will need the safety precautions. So I need like headers and then parent signatures underneath those. Take a picture, upload it to me. As soon as you can do that, then I can schedule you. And on that piece of paper, I also need to know what dates you're thinking about. You need to give me at least 2 options because I can't always guarantee you're going to get what you want. I've already have 5 people scheduled, maybe 6. Oh, 7 people scheduled. And so you can look at the remaining dates and give me a couple of your thoughts and ideas. But those are the dates that I have required. And if you're going to opt out, then you have to have a parent's signature indicating that they understand that you're going to opt out and they agree to do that, or agree to understand that there will be an alternate assignment that you will be responsible for. So with all that being said, do you have any questions for me?
Why?
Tanner, if you have something to contribute in a positive way, I'll listen, but I do not want to hear that. So those that are here, and I'm assuming that you're going to participate. So if, I need to have that parent's signature if you're not, and then that'll indicate to me where I need to go with what you're going to be responsible for. But if you're opting out, then you're going to do the alternative assignment. And then I need, to give you a due date on when that's due. So questions you have for me, Gia, Trisha, Sarah, Kaden, Sierra, Monica, anything?
Can you put me in a separate room with Miss Gray, please?
I would be happy to. Oopsie. Okay, so those that are still here, if you could put in the chat whether or not you're interested in doing the simulation. Yes, I am going to be doing the assimilation as far as I know it right now, or no, I will not be doing the assimilation, so I know that I need to talk to you about your alternative project. Or if you still need time to think about it, that's okay too. Just maybe put I'm thinking about it. Where we are with this. Okay, so Sierra. Okay, so Sierra's a yes. Trisha's a yes. Monica, do you know? Gia. Okay. Let's see. So that leaves Kaden and Sarah and Gia. What are your thoughts? Okay, that's fine. Just so I get an idea of what's going on. Yeah, because you got to have all the paperwork in. So same with you, Sierra and Trisha. Do you guys understand how to do the signatures? Just give me the header or the title of the document that requires a signature, and then have your mom or dad or whomever sign the document, or just sign a piece of paper with the signature so that I know. Okay, very good. All right, and then Sarah. Yoo-hoo, Miss Sarah, do you know what your thoughts are? Kaden, do you know what your thoughts are? Are you in the meet? I see you, but are you really here? Hello? Sarah and Kaden. Okay, so Gia, Trisha, Sierra, and Monica, you guys are excused. I'll be waiting for Sarah and Kaden to give me a response. We'll talk more on Friday. So Kaden and Sarah, I'm waiting for you to respond to my question. Sarah and Kaden, where are you? I need you to answer my question. Hello, hello, hello. Are you there? Are you there? Are you
Right
there?
here.
Okay, do you know what my question was?
No, what was it?
Are you doing the Real Care Baby or not?
No.
Okay, so you'll be doing the alternative assignment.
Yes.
Okay. So it is on Google Classroom, so you should be looking at it. And I will be putting out a deadline soon of when that needs to get done. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sarah, waiting on you to respond. Hello, Miss Sarah. Hello. Sarah, where are you? Ding ding, Sarah. Where's Sarah? Hello, Sarah. Where is Miss Sarah? Hello, Miss Sarah. Are you there? Miss Sarah. Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. Hello. Sarah. Hello. Are you there? Sarah. Hello. It'd be nice if you could communicate. Hello. Be nice if you could communicate so I know you're there. Hello. It's Sarah. Where are you? Needing to communicate with you. Hello. Where are you? Sarah. Hello. I asked a question. Could you please answer it? Hello. Sarah. Are you there? Can you answer my question? Sarah, hello. Can you answer my question? Hello. Hello. Can you please answer my question? Hello. Can you please answer my question? Hello. Can you answer my question, please? Hello. Can you please answer my question? Hello. Hello. Sarah. Hello. Can you answer my question, please? Hello. Sarah, can you answer my question? Ding, ding. Little Miss Sarah. Hello. Ding, ding. Anybody home? Hello. I have a question I need you to answer, please. Hello. 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 Sarah, I have questions for you that you're not answering. Hello. Ding, ding. Hello. Hello, Miss Sarah. I've been trying to get a hold of you for the last 10 minutes. Where are you? Why won't you respond to me? Hello. That is such